4, 3, 2. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another session with the Soul Sanctuary with me, Will, here, and Kirsty here in the other window there. We're going to guide you guys through this journey tonight. So what I'm going to do is just kind of set us all up, and then Kirsty's going to carry us in with light language, and we'll be going back and forth between light language and just explaining what we're seeing and hearing back to you guys as we guide you through here. Kirsty, you want to add anything before we get started?
No, other than just acknowledge that everything is for the highest good, breathing in and enjoy the light language coming through. I can already feel it in my body.
All right, so let's have everyone go ahead and just find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Go ahead and just when you're there, just go ahead and close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Slow down to a calming pace. Calming pace, that sounds silly. Go ahead and laugh a little at my weird lingo there, because we need to raise our vibrations anyways. So when you're settled in, I want you to just imagine roots growing out of your root chakra, growing down deeper into the earth as they just branch out further and further down in, maybe tapping into the oceans as well. And as you breathe in, imagine yourself pulling up energy from the earth, up those roots, up your spine, through the root, all the way up to your crown, filling you with neutral energy from the earth. And as you breathe out, just breathing out any stagnant energy back into the earth to be returned back to that earth. And keep breathing in and out, imagining this process is going through your system, clearing out from your toes to your fingertips to your crown, every appendage of your body, just drawing that energy and pushing it back into the earth and filling it up with new energy. And then I want you to imagine a beam of white light coming down from the stars down into your crown chakra, filling up your body, filling every single cell in your body with this amazing light, this amazing energy of the stars of the universe, filling all your cells, causing them to vibrate with excitement as they're filled with this light, this rainbow light, this colorful light, this exhilarating light, filling you up. So now as you're breathing in, you're pulling energy from the earth and energy from the stars as you breathe in. They're pushing anything left over that is not needed back down into the earth. I want to make sure that we also surround ourselves with a protective barrier. Imagine this light you're being filled with the universe, just building this bubble, this shield around you to protect you. Protect us as we go on this journey. Finally, we're going to open up a portal to our hearts. So imagine this beam, this green beam coming out from your heart chakra, and this portal emanating from the end of that beam. And as we step in, we're going to listen to Kirsty. She does some light language for us as we begin this journey. We're going to guide you in to where we're being led to show you tonight. can't hear you, Kirsty. I'm gonna have to speak a little louder.
Oh,
There we go. There you are.
away. Yeah, tuk, 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 ta, 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 tuk, 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 tuk. Away, 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 away. As we open our hearts, we're going to be taking you through a journey through the solar system. Realigning back to the stars, clearing Mercury retrogrades. Clearing consumption. Iya, to ria takaya to kondaya sakataru to kotingaya to korosi iskaya to kotonja aya to kotona isinya to kokoki tuk 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 runya ya takayo to konya ya katarato so kokoronya i satatoya katarata kishincha ya to kotori iski aya ta sakataru to supoya Turi isi isa tokonya isi aisokotoro isi katara tokotoro tosokotokoro iya tatataya tokotokoro yaya tatataya atatataya tokotoro saya tum 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 iya ya tatatatok tok 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 tori saya tatataya Voy kisa ya to koriti kishi ya ta sakataro to ya takataya to koro to kotore kisi takaya to korote kisa ataya to korose kisi okay, breathing in. Realigning your center back through your root, back through the earth. Grounding. Right, Will, what did you see? Oh, can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I had this on mute. I saw this as we traveled through the universe. It's like we were traveling back in time as we saw like planets pass by us. Going back to traveling all the way to Saturn. We stood in front of Saturn. See the moons around Saturn, and moons were aligned in such a way as the sun hit the moons, the light was shining from Saturn's moons on us, shattering away anything that was fed upon us through watching TV and commercials and any technological just implant from just being on Earth. It was like this picture of us being put on a cheese grater and just grating away anything that was not necessary and anything that was not supposed to be there. And then It's all just getting washed with buckets of living water to wash away all the crumbs, all the extra little particles of what was carved away from us as we were graded, what was graded off of us. And then we were sent back to Earth. And it was just stood there as like there was this line in the middle of our vision. It was like kind of like when you're watching a TV screen, like in the movies, where the thing like kind of sputters a little bit because there's a little bit of static on the visual, and it was sputtering a little bit, shaking a little bit, and all of a sudden it was pausing and just stopping, and as the picture became clear like how we see TV now. It's like went from this like fuzzy TV antenna screen, or like satellite, or antenna TV, like way back in the 80s, to like a 4K visual, just very, very detailed visual, as we were coming back into alignment there.
I was just saying that's so interesting because I keep hearing this really staticky sound on my computer. Can you hear that? Just me. It's almost like an old TV staticky sound, like what you just described. That's what I'm hearing right now. It's really strange because I've never heard this sound.
Still clearing out the static on your computer.
So we're going to be going on a couple journeys. So I'm reminded to go back to your breath, holding in for see a light shining in front of you, this path, right path. As we start to walk along it. Journeying to your future self along this path and rising, rising above all aspects of time and space. Si tuktorete shikatnita atuk tuktorete si takataya tuktorete si iski ayata tataya tuktorete si isa tuktoronje ayata katara tuktoronji si iskaya si iya tuktorete si isa tataya tuktoronje ayata tataya. So oriti si iskarata sakaya tuktoronje takatara si iya. So tuk rinci isi kataya toncaya takatare si saya yo toko sokoto i atau koto rinci ayata sakataru to sokoto i ayata sakayo toko tisti i ada tay tuk isi katara si ayata koto roto si isi to rinci si isa asa See, away. See, away. This is clearing past aspects of self, clearing devices, mechanisms, keeping you stuck. That wasn't too loud. See, away, 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 away. Ya atutur nishike taya to roti taya to sokoto koroto sokotoro to sikiya. Iya to kotoro si isa taya to toro to sikisa katara to taya to koro. Taya to working with windows of time. Doing a timeline jump. Si atutonya ya takanya atutonya ya takatanya asokonya si toronjaya tasakanya tokotoro tisi Tori isi ya tasakataro tosokotoro isi Storo tosokoto jumping timelines now si isato tora tisi Si isa tokoro to tokotoro to si isa daya takaya tokotoro to tokoro si isaya tokoro to tokotoro si isaya tasakatara toro toro si isa tataya katara to your future self is here and you're holding this abundance ball. And anything can go in this abundance ball, all things from your future self that has everything beyond your wildest dreams. Nothing is too big. So as you start to think, start placing all these thoughts of what your future self has here in this abundance ball. And start to fall to you in this reality now from your future self, bringing it in. And anchoring this heart, putting your hands on your heart. Si ya to tonjaya to toro ti simpia to kotoro ti si itata ya to kotoro ti si ya tata si to kotoro to si ya atata ya to kotoro to yo to ya to sakaya to kotoro to koyo to kotoya te si tiki to koro to kotoro to toro ti si Siki si tataya to koro ti siki isa tataya to koto koro to si isa tataya to kotoro to ti siki si katoro to kronchi siki sa tataya to koro isiki siki ya tataya to shuto koro to koro to siki katara to koro to siki Sukutokoroto si isa daya takaya Sukutokoroto siki ya tataya takatara to sukutore isa tataya toto ayata takotoroto siki isa tataya si si ya tataya tokotokoroto siki ya takotore siki Ora te seka to koroti si seka tara to kotoro si isa to koroto so kotoro si kayata taya seka tara si isa takata koroto koroti seka taya to kotoro yaya seka tara to koroto si isa taya to koroso yaya seka taya to Or si isa takaya takara takotoro to sakatari isti takotoro isti.
There was a lot in that one. It's interesting. I saw like all of it like really fast, and then you just started talking about it like 2 or 3 minutes after I saw all of it. So it was like I saw the visual, and there was like a lag time on your what you were saying. It was just really cool because it was like verifying what I was seeing. So I was like, for example, you talked about timeline jumping like twice in there, and I saw 2 timeline jumps, and that was going on. So what I saw was, in the beginning, we were going up an escalator from present timeline to the next timeline, going up to a timeline where they're not affected by time and money and other little aspects of things. And you could see down below you living this your old version of you living this life in that, as you went up to your higher self in this higher timeline, and as you approached yourself, you just walked right into them and became them, embodied them. And then there was just dancing and spinning around in this new timeline because it was just wonderful and didn't have all these other things to worry about. And then eventually danced your way, you as in everyone, by the way. So this is to everyone. That as you danced your way to this pool of water that we stepped in, and you could, as you stepped in, you just started washing yourself clean of anything from the old timeline below, just to make you officially clean and even more cleansing. And then there was this water slide at the pool, the water that everyone was washing themselves in. You just jump in, and you just go, phew, just like skyrocket you up to another timeline up there. And up in this timeline, the light language that you were speaking, Kirsty, was like creating, like the words were coming out to our bodies and like creating clothing, this new like golden silk clothing to cover everyone's bodies who were up there. And it was cool. It was like, it's almost like, it was like watching a 3D printer work, where the light codes were the ink, and it was just like piecing everything together, and it's like this, just creating clothing. And then for the last piece was the anchors, the clearing of the heart that you were talking about. So I saw this like light language circling everyone's hearts. Kind of looked like Iron Man's, like the little circle for his fake robotic heart, right? And circling it, and then the heart started pumping blood through the veins, and you could see the veins starting to glow, as you could see light codes like traveling through the veins through everyone's bodies, and it was like filling us up, and all started glowing. And then started like pulling on this chain, and this chain was attached to an anchor of the original timeline, where everyone was in the beginning of this meditation, just pulling that anchor up so that it no longer tied down, officially removing that anchor from those timelines. So now you're at this higher one, and that your anchor is up there and no longer stuck down below. And yeah, that's all I saw. It's a lot. It's really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I felt, that's funny. I felt the anchor. I also felt the anchor down, like as we went up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the abundance ball, I always find this one very cool, because like when I'm channeling, my hands, like they're still working right now, but on the heart, But when I'm channeling and my hands are working, it's fun with the abundance ball because my hands, there's actually like a ball. Okay, I'm gonna now do it, but there's, when I'm doing this, it's like I'm pushing on a ball. Like I feel
Mm-hmm.
this ball. It's there. And then I can feel it getting bigger and bigger and bigger as people are thinking more of all the wonderful things that they're putting in this ball from their future self, and it's getting bigger and
Mm-hmm.
bigger. And sometimes when I've done this, like my hands go all the way out here, and then I'm like, oh, still going. And then when they're ready to close and to bring that back to them now, then it starts getting smaller, and then you put it in
Mm-hmm.
your, it's really cool. I love that. Do you
There was stuff about that. I didn't see the abundance ball, but I did see when up there when everyone was in that second level, that second timeline everyone went to, there was this energy that was filling everyone with this just they're like they have this place of abundance, success, and then also just like this, what do you call it, words, the the words were, there's like watching people up on a pedestal like speaking and sharing and talking about everything, all the change and in their like, I guess what do it's really hard to describe this. So basically everyone was presenting and sharing everything they had gone through and living it. That's what it is. They're sharing and living in their power, in their higher self. It's like they were projecting it through their voice and projecting that to other people through their voice. It was like this. You think about it from this aspect of, you go through your life and you go and learn and you try and work towards everything to be successful and get what you want and whatnot, and then by the end you hope that you would share your story or write a memoir to share everyone what you went through to become successful, right? And it was like a confirmation of all that happening, energy of all that happening together, but in the way that it was designed for you. And it's just like, it wasn't this stressful experience, it was this wonderful joyous experience of just feeling happy and good about it, just like living fully in your design and not having to like struggle and figure it out. It's like you just had it all there. You had all the answers. It's like
yeah,
jumping to the end, basically.
having a clear path. Okay, there's something else that's coming through. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing is more yeah, to continue to share stories and speak up. If something doesn't feel right or something, like I think just even in the past couple of years or past couple of few years, things have just been feeling a little bit more chaotic of sorts. And yeah, so speaking your truth is a really big one. Okay, so this is going to be activation for the solar plexus, an upgrade for your solar plexus. Okay. Back to your breathing. Focus on your breathing. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale. Yeah, light. Kriti sakayata 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 sakata koroto sikayata sakatara toto kotoro toto. Yeah, light here. So see a light in front of you. Harnessing the power of the inner wisdom here. You are a great universe inside. There's a lot of clearing and healing and activating internally. Being more joy in your life, more abundance, more clarity, owning your power, owning your truth. Breathing out all that does not serve you. Breathing in more light. With your future self. Yeah. Yeah. You're going through a tunnel of light. Following this ascension path. Courage, clarity. Yeah. Pia tataya totoro tikusi tiki sataya tokotoro si itaya tokotoro si yaya tataya tototo si si tatoro to si yaya tataya totokotori isa tataro to. We are upgrading a great many things in this transmission. So sit back, lay down, enjoy. See light, activating. Niyaya takanya tukunshan dandayan to Pia tototorum chikisikataru totokoroto sikinchiaya tasakataya tototoro chisikiaya takataya tokoroto sakatia taya tataya tokotoro chisikiaya tasakaya tototoro tikisikiaya tasakatayo oyo ayata sakaya ta ayata tataya tokotokoroto sikiya ayat to koranchi ayat sakataro to retsikiski ayat sakaya to retsikiski ayat sakaya to korota sikiski ayat sakaya to ko You are looking at a glass frame, a wall that is no longer clearing all metallic substances. Kincha atu koron Tisikiski takatara tikishki atokotoro tisi iski ayata katara totokoshi tiki ayata katara tokotoro totokoroki. Ya tokoro tisiki ayata sakatara tokotoro tiki ayata katara tokotoro tiki ayata. Clearing all walls and doors that do not serve you. Tukurunci takatara tokotoro tiki ayata katara Kato kurinci ayata sakatara tukotoro sikinci ayata sakatara tukotoro clearing the unseen. Suk tuk 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 kurinci takatara shinkitaya takataya tukotoro isi tutukorici isi tutukutunci esti ayata sakatara tukotoro isi ayata sakatara clearing aspects of space and time, all dark energies. Clearing contracts, all contracts null and void. Ya arata person chicken ka ayan to koron chi iskya tata tayo to koron chi iskya tata tara to isi ayata sa katara to ko chicken tikara tata tara tara ko si iski sa tara to koron to koron chi ayata karata sa koron to this is a ball of hope and prosperity Sik iski ayata sakatara sukotora iski ayata sakatara moving a great kaleidoscope of events bursting with abundance now breathe in. Eskinja aikshikatara to koroncha eskinja atukoto konke eskinja kaya takara to si iska to koronte eskinja takara to koronchi iski katara to koto iska takara to konja aya takara to koronte tik 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 korote iski aya takara to koto iski aya takara to koronte iski aya takara to koto Kut kurit iskinya at karatu kut kurit iski to koto kurit ayat tik 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 tekara tika tika tukoro 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 tikishkinya ya tika tutun and tika tika akun tika tika tutun tukoro tikiski tika ya tika tika tiki iski ya tika tukoro tikiski tukoro iskinya ya tika tika tuk 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 tukoro tikiski ya tika sekatara tukoro tikiski ya tika sekatara tukoro tikiski ya tika sekatara tukoro tikiski sekatara tukoro tikiski ya tika sekatara sik 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 at tukoro tikiski iski wish 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 wish. All right, this one is meant to make you laugh. Si kataro to sukotoro to pincha ayat konchak incha ayat konchak ayat karato to korachi pincha ayat to konchak ayat karato to ayat to si kataya to koncha ayat kanchak kanchak and kanchak and kanchak and kanchak and kanchak and kanchak at the corner chicken at the konchak. Woo! Ah, see. Nya asuk koronti ayat sekitar tu koronti di isa takara tu koronti iskara ta sekitar tu koronti iska takara ronti kasi sekitar tu koronti ayat sekitar tu koronti sekita di isa takara tu koronti kiti Aroto, tik 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 aroto, si atakanja ya tokoroto konjaya tokorote si katara tokorote si tata ya tokara si katara tata kun katara si katara tokoro si ayat tata ayat tokoroto sukotoro si katara to shikachaya ta suk ayat katara tok konja ya katara tokoro si sukutunja ya takarato sukutoron chikinja ya takarato sukutoro peskia ya takarato tokoro si ya ato kotoro sukutoro debating keys. Sunya asik injaya to kocha katarati si isanjaya to chinjaya to paranti injaya si sa at paranti sekata si sekataro to sukjika ayat tataya to paranti isi iya to katonya asikitara to kotokoro to sukotoro tikiski tuk paranti isikatonja ayat katonja isi to paranti ayat kataro isi. See the keys here. The keys are here. Restore balance. Balance not formed. Living in harmony. Solar plexus is the hub, the motherboard. Lots of healing being done in this solar plexus. Upgrade activations can be done a lot quicker now because of time. Pirina, Korotikis, Yat Koroto Kotokoroto, Kotik, Ayatakata Sakatari, Takatara to Koroto Kotikis, Yatakatara to Kotorokis, Yatakata, Yatakorotia, Tatancha, Ayatakotik, Inchik, Ayatakoncha, Ayatakoronia, Yatakaronia, Yatakaronia, Ayatakatayakonia, Ayatakatara to Kotok, Ayatak. Shikatara Runchkaya Takatara to Kotokunchiki, Takatara to Kotoro to Sukoro, Ishi, Ayatara to Kotokoro, Sakatara Iki, Si Iskara to Sukoro, to Sukoro, Oski, Ayata Sakaya, to Koroto Siki, Ayata Sakatara to Kotoro, Kiki, Ayata to Kotikia, Atukonia, Atukinia, Atukonia, Atukinia, Atukonia, Ayat Koroto Siki, Siki, Kotokoro, Sokotokonia, Yatakatara to Kotori, Katara to Kotoro, Ayata Sakaya, Koro, Sokotora, Yatakara, the Katara, Kotokoro, Kotokoro, Siki, Yatakoro, Kanya, and Siki, Kara, to Kotokoro, Kotokoro, Yatakara, to Kotokoro, Kishi, Ayata, Kotokoro, Siki. Kaya Takatara to Kotoro, Ayata Sakatara Clearing. Doing an Akashic record. Clearing si isata takatare tisikiki ayata takatara you are all done. Yeah. Okay, that was a long one. Thank you.
There's a lot of different things happening there. The biggest explanation of what was happening was that Saul was surrounded by a bunch of pillars of all these things in our lives that we've kind of just built to hold up the roof of our temple, our house. And so his curse was going around clearing these. The language, I saw people with these big hammers just smashing them away. And there was some concern there. It was like, well, what if I smash away all the pillars holding the roof? The roof's going to fall down. And so that's part of why these were all there, is because they were fears that were pillars built out of fear. It's always got to hold the roof. This has to hold up the roof. This has to hold up the roof. Eventually came to the point where more and more were smashed open, and there was all this room. And people were realizing that, oh, I have all this room here. I can put this there. And so I saw someone sowing seed and growing wheat and harvesting the wheat and turning it into bread and making bread. They were creating bread. I saw different aspects of individuals just because they cleared all the space to realize they had this creative power, and someone was creating universes, creating stars and moons and planets, creating a little diorama, a universe right there inside this temple. But the clearing didn't stop. More and more pillars were cleared away. And there was some hesitation to keep clearing these pillars. It's like, well, how's this roof going to stand? Eventually, all the pillars are cleared. And the roof collapses and disappears. And I see this picture of individuals just laying down in the grass and just being like, whoa. I didn't even need that building at all. In fact, I was trapped inside of it as more of a cage, and now I'm free. And it was just a sensation of feeling like you had everything you wanted, because like everything I wanted was actually just this. This is all I wanted. I thought it was everything else, but it really is just this. I'm wealthy without anything. Pure wealth and bliss is to just be there, just to exist there. And aside us was this new being that was very familiar, and that being was the shadow. And you're laying there in the grass, holding the hand of your shadow, and feeling pure bliss because you feel complete, you feel safe. And that's all you really need, is to feel complete, to be completely you. And then, using creative power that we all have, when we're completely ourselves, we can now create this world, this grassy field, to be whatever we need. If we want a lake, we can create it. Make a lake appear, a river, a stream, a pond. If you need mountains or a beach, you can change the setting. It reminds me of this old like video game or computer game I played as a kid called Storybook Weaver, where you had like settings and you could create all the little characters in that setting, all the little buildings or mountains or rivers, whatever you wanted, and you had complete control. When you let go of every single thing that you feel like you need to hold up that roof that you don't actually need, when you limit all of that, you can fully tap in to the power of creation that we all have. And with this clearing, we were just saw ourselves as being able to tap straight into that, being able to start with something new. It was just this like this world of pure bliss for ourselves. It's funny, I go back to the Barbie thing. I haven't even watched the movie, I've only seen previews, but there's like concept that Barbie lived in this like perfect world and it was just happy and they partied every night, and it was like that was the feeling. Just like huge grin on your face and just feeling like this is just it, this is what I need. I'm just happy and joy. It's amazing. Nothing could go wrong in the day because I'm just happy with what I have.
That's really interesting, because one of the messages I got, I actually wasn't able to say it because it was when I wasn't able to break and speak. But it was clearing all forms of unhappiness. There's a big one there. So that's exactly that. Yeah, and it actually it all wraps into even like the first journey we did with clearing consumption or consumerism. And yeah, you think you want something because you're just kind of, everything's in your face to keep buying, and then when you realize you don't need things to make you happy, it's like home is where the heart is, and the people that you're with, and that's what it is. All this extra outside stuff you're chasing doesn't make you feel full. I mean, it might make you for a second. That's what we were talking about earlier too, which we'll talk about another time, but it's like that the finding some happiness from external means versus internal, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this one was a big, yeah, this one was a big activation. So enjoy, drink lots of water. That was pretty long. Yeah, I think if you want to just, did you see, I guess you saw a lot more, didn't you?
There was just, yeah, there's just a lot of other little things. I even have, like, there's so much that, like, I can't even remember everything I saw. So I was just sharing. And that you that's pretty much all there was. If I can't.
Right. Do you want to lead? Do you want to lead everyone
Yeah,
else then?
let's
Yeah.
go ahead and lead our, or go ahead and exit out of this journey. So just let's go ahead and pull ourselves back into where we were, and I want you guys to just see yourselves traveling back through that light. Travel back to where we were as we stepped through the green portal. Back past Saturn, back to present time. Go ahead, step back through that green portal. Drawing and pulling everything with us that is meant to come back with us, all our energy that we've restored or gathered. It's anchoring, the new anchoring of the new timeline back with us to take effect in this realm. As we feel ourselves and our energy just being pulled back in and releasing any attachments that are no longer necessary or not necessary or shouldn't be attached, breaking ourselves free and probably being just us and our energy. As we come back to this present moment, slowly opening our eyes in the count of 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and just open your eyes when you're ready. As we come back into this realm. Okay, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. Morning.
Happy
Whatever.
night.
Yep. Good night or good morning. Depending on where you are around the world. Bye, everyone.